Hello and welcome to the show. I am here on GTA 5 with a mega challenge. We have got a selection of budget cars, $16,000, banning bikes and the Sultan RS, because otherwise everyone will want a Sultan, to buy a vehicle, and they're going to put through their paces with a wide variety of challenges. Up first, we are going to be doing some Formula Off-Road. We're going to be taking these budget cars and trying to climb that almost vertical hill that is directly ahead of us. Oh, and we've got to cross a fairly busy traffic intersection, but never mind about that. Everyone is going to get 3 attempts with their chosen cars. As you can see, there is a variety of different vehicles. Starting from the very edge of this curb, we are going to fling our cars at the mountain, well, hill, and see which ones can make it to the top. Before the sun sets too much and visibility goes, I might just let this traffic go. I will set off with my Rancher. I figured as an overall car, this thing might not be too bad. It's not going to have the greatest of power, but it might not be too bad in terms of these kind of challenges. I think I'm about to get screwed over by a Merperverse, so we're going for a slightly alternate line. We're not going to make it. We are not going to make it on attempt number 1. Oh, I didn't see the radius coming down the hill. Rancher has failed on the first attempt. The plus point with my vehicle, we've got high ground clearance, which means the front bumper isn't going to get too caught up as we throw it at the mountain, whereas some of the more road-going cars might. The downsides, well, it's not as quick as some other vehicles, and yeah, that might be its undoing. If we're not getting to the area fast enough to climb the mountain, we shall see. This is more like it, I think. No, the front bumper's catching. The front bumper is catching on the hillside. We don't have enough power to overcome it. The Rancher might be in trouble. The Rancher may well fail this first test, which is disappointing. Which is disappointing indeed. Oh, I've got to put it a little bit further forward. Damn, I thought I might stand a good chance throwing this car up this hill. Right, that traffic there is going to stop. We are going to launch ourselves for one final attempt. Here we go. Oh no, the wheels are getting caught. It can't do it. It cannot do it. The Rancher has failed. So, we are going to score nil point for that one. I'm going to park it up over here. We will get into a viewing position and see how the next cars fare. A little disappointed. I thought the Rancher would be better for that challenge. So I'm going for a little bit of a risky viewpoint for this one, very much standing on the edge. I'm going to fire off a flare gun to signify the Intruder is going to be heading out next. He's actually gone for it straight from the get-go and has tried a very similar technique to mine, and that did not work. Okay, this viewpoint is nowhere near as good as I was hoping it was going to be, so we're going to shunt along a little bit. I want to make sure that I was out of way of any rogue cars. I think, yeah, probably might actually have to go standing back on the bridge. The Intruder is going for another attempt. Has managed to roll it immediately. Well done. That was... the Intruder is doing worse than my car did. That much is for sure. Ooh, okay, that's a little bit of a higher fall than I was expecting it to be. And maybe this is going to be a dangerous viewpoint, but I want to get a little bit of a better shot of the cars. The cars go... I didn't realise just how steep that hill is until you are... standing on top of it. Right, here it goes. Big airtime is not going to help him. Nope, it climbed. That big jump did the car in. You do not want to be getting that much airtime. That's going to throw you out of position, all sorts. So the Intruder has failed to complete the Formula Off-Road. There's a few AIs freaking out a little bit about our new sport, but there we go. Right. Up next, we have got one of the Stratums that's... yeah, that's not quite the launch that you really wanted to getting. You might want to wait. You don't have to go the second I fire the thing. You might want to wait. It's not going to matter. Look at that. The Stratum is up anyway. Well done, Stratum. It has vanished up to the top of the hill. That is an impressive impressive. That's a hell of an impressive climb. Well done, good sir. Well done indeed. That will put the frighteners on some of these SUV. Like, my poor bloody rancher over there has been embarrassed by a rear-wheel drive estate car. Okay, some slight technical difficulties with a very, very laggy car. We are ready to go with the Regina next. That's going to have some fun. We're just going to fire off a flare. It actually might be quite useful. It'll freak out the AIs. It'll actually clear them, though. Hopefully a nice little path, although they're going to end up in the well, this is not going to go well for the Regina. Come on, Regina. Use the mighty... that's not been mighty speed, has it? That's not been mighty speed at all. If flares aren't that much money. If they fail epically, we're going to fire flares at them. I think that's going to be my new game. Okay, if you fail too badly, you will be flared. Yeah, this is the thing with the Icelandic Formula Off-Road. They don't really have to worry about AI traffic getting in the way. And that spun out a Banshee. Go, we're going to take out the Comet. No, not quite. It's a valiant effort. It is another roll. It's a big roll from the Regina up the mountainside. Yeah, I mean it's could have gone better. It could have gone better. That much is for sure. With that, I probably shouldn't point the gun unless I'm going to fire it. Otherwise, the AI will probably extra doubly freak out. So yeah, go on, Regina, go for it. Use that speed. Oh, you're going to take out a Comet again? No, okay. It's not really got the acceleration necessary. No, that was terrible. Have an extra flare. that was not the second attempt was the best one. The Regina has most definitely failed on on that test. I am liking this sport. I'm no one to really talk because my rancher failed miserably. I think if I'd taken a different route I could have done better, but yeah, there we go. What do we got up next? It looks like a Picador. Well, that might not fare too badly. Picador is four-wheel drive, relatively powerful. And, well, I thought the Rancher would be a good choice because of the front bumper not catching on the floor. Didn't turn out to be. So maybe the Picador will be... Oh, nope, Picador is not okay. Picador is not okay big time. I mean, bonus points for style. Oh, police are coming for me. I forgot about that. Lester, we could do with a little bit of assistance here. Obviously, they're not enjoying the fireworks display I'm putting on here. That's disappointing. Remove wanted level. Please go away. Thank you. Hey, that's another roll. That's 3 rolls so far. 4 rolls for the Picador. I mean, if there are bonus points, I think a bonus point should be awarded to the Picador here. Oh, I just got rid of that wanted level in time. Oh, that's not what I meant by bonus points with a Picador. I didn't mean send a police car to crash into them. Come on. Final attempt. Final attempt. Oh, no. This is going really splendidly well, and there's another roll for the Picador, and now the police are angry at them. 5 rolls and a police chase. I mean, there's some bonus points in that, I think. Well done. GTA is being, well, GTA, as ever, really. Right, well, that's made a mess of our nice little Formula Off-Road junction. Now there's going to be a shootout in a car park. There's a Futo facing the wrong way. I've got to be careful firing off the flare gun with so many police cars buzzing around. I think we might have to give it a minute to reset. Oh God. No, don't get out of your car now, you morons. We've made a nuisance of ourselves. Oops. Right. Police problem is almost dealt with. No, don't pull out a gun. I accidentally pulled my aiming trigger. Didn't mean to do that. We have got the next car lined up, the BF injection. I'm not going to be firing flare guns to set them off because that causes issues. Well, the route there is a little bit crowded with cars. But yeah, BF injection, no, it didn't do it. Same problem. Same problem that we had with the my car, the Rancher. Just hold on, we're gonna be helpful because someone's abandoned a Banshee in the middle of the road and it's causing chaos. So, right, Banshee can park over here. We've got the winter enclosures going on, I think, with the stratum. Right, we are clear, I think, of cars, sort of. This is why GTA 5 is a pain in the ass to work with, because Right, I think the AIs are finally buggering off. I probably shouldn't stand where I was because it actually does slightly block off some of the routes that the cars might try and take. I need to find a better viewpoint. Didn't really think of a viewpoint for this. The BF injection is off. Here it goes. Up mountain. No, it can't do it. BF injection is having trouble as well. This is curious. This is not at all how I expected things to go. I really did think that we were going to be seeing the likes of the BF injection, the Ranch, and maybe even the Picador have no issues with this. But cars like the Stratum, well, they're not really ideally suited to this. Shall we go first person, actually? I might as well. Let's get rid of that flare gun. Unless someone does terribly, in which case then they will still be flared. Right, BF injection! Oh, it's close! It's close, but it's not enough. And a roll for good measure. Sorry, you've got to beat 5 rolls for the bonus point. New criteria. Okay, new criteria. The most rolls by a vehicle in a given challenge will gain a bonus point, I think. That's... well, most rolls that I see. We'll see how it works in other challenges. Ah, the second Stratum is now on the line and getting ready to go. Oh, Stratum's off. Stratum spotted a gap and went for it. I wasn't even quite prepared for it, but... right, we moved the cars. The Stratum is going to run me over nearly. Hello. There's a Banshee doing a wheelie in the distance. This is going so incredibly FailRacey. I don't think I've made a more FailRacey video than this one recently. I'm going to get out of the way of the impending cars. Right. Stratum will have another go. I'm trying to find better ways of the best possible way of filming this one. There we go. Let's get rid of the grid. We'll try it from a camera, then we can zoom in if needed. Oh, that's a big airtime. It's gonna do it. That was close. That was very, very close to failing. But 2 Stratums, both of them, were successful in completing the climb. Well done to the 2 vehicles. That green one was playing it risky, but there we go. The C is off, and I've managed to press some filters by accident, so we're going to get glorious, glorious filters. And, oh, wasn't expecting that from the front-wheel drive car. Let's just get out of that. Let's get back. Phone, normal phone. Why is there an ambulance here? Oh, someone ran over. Oh, for God's sake. As ever. Okay. First attempt, got very, very close. This was not a car that I expected to see do well whatsoever, but it is working nicely for the climb. Not quite, though. Not quite. It's done better than my bloody Rancher. The Rancher, the car that, well, should be pretty nicely suited here, is little bit embarrassed. And there's still some more cars that could be as embarrassed if the SC makes it. So, yeah. Paramedics have tried to resuscitate a dead body and now just going to leave it in the middle of the road. Well done, guys. Come on, front-wheel drive. You can do it. You can make it. Jesus, really shifting. Oh, it's a roll. Got caught up on the hillside. We haven't seen anyone brave. I guess I'm slightly in the way of braving that one, to be honest. I thought I was further away from that. Actually, no, they can get to that. But you have to take a funny angle, actually, to get to that bit. So, yeah, I'll make sure I am well clear of the cars. Wouldn't want me to be compromising it. Saber Turbo up next. The power of the Saber Turbo, but will it have... Yeah, that's the problem. Will it have the ground clearance? Straight scrape on the front bumper for the Saber. Big lock up from the Futo, trying to avoid it. Good effort. Good effort from the Saber. There's a gap that they can skirt around there to turn around so they don't Austin Powers it coming into that section. Yeah, the Saber's got the speed, it will have the acceleration like none of the other vehicles here, but that low ground clearance, and there's that big airtime coming towards the climb. Oh, it's close. It's close, but the SC got as close as that. And that's, yeah, not quite as impressive as a Saber Turbo. Saber Turbo, very, very good value for money. I think it's $15,000 for one of these cars. That's some serious value for money right there. Okay, Saber is going for its final attempt. It got a lot closer that second time out. Less air time. Oh, some lag went on there. Either way, it didn't make it, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm going to get run over. Someone's going to not notice where I am and I'm going to get splattered. Decent effort from the Saber. Got very, very close on that second try. but couldn't make it. So far, only the Stratums. Only the Stratums have done it. Now, we have got another Saber that might be able to do it. There's a Rebel, there's a Primo, a couple of Rebels, in fact, in there. There's a Primo, I think there's another Intruder to go. The Stanier is up next. See what this car can do. Big jump, and we've got another roller. Yeah, you don't really want to be getting that airtime. I think the airtime combined with landing and heading towards that curb is what is causing the issues for some of these cars. You really don't want to be heading towards that that uphill, the very, very steep uphill section, with the car having just landed a jump. So yeah, probably want to pick a slightly different route across the grass to get there. That's where picking your line to head here, and oh, it's close. He's almost got stuck on the mountain. I don't know what we do if a car gets stuck on the mountain. I think someone might have. I think there might have been spectators on the top that fell off. That's not it's not what you want to be doing. Okay, yeah, that's a precarious place to be standing. One wrong move, especially with GTA 5 controls, one wrong move and you will go plummeting off the side of the hill there. Last go for the Stanier. Are we going to see a different tactic? I don't know. It's all about trying to get what speed you have heading towards the mountain and keep the momentum going. Keep the momentum going. Nope, that's all. There's a person falling as well as a car falling. Another person. This is a dangerous spectator sport. Mainly because the spectators are morons, but it's a dangerous spectator sport. The Stanier has failed the climb so far. Only 2 cars have made it up. Alright, Saber Turbo is to go next. Now, the black Saber got very, very close. The orange Saber, well, this might be able to do it, possibly, if you get a better line towards the hill. I love how we're just littering dead bodies around the place. We've also got the collection of cars that we had to move after they were blocking up the the roads for this. Fortunately, the traffic has calmed down a little bit, I think. Right. That sounds like police cars. Ah, that's how our traffic has calmed down a bit. Well done, chaps. Make sure I'm looking in the right way. That was a smart move. I was expecting the AI to just freak out and push their way past, which is why I didn't go for doing that myself. Oh, it's a lovely climb, but it's not quite enough. Oh, that's a fantastic effort. Well, the orange Saber, that was incredible. Just not quite. Just not quite able to get it done. Yeah. Definitely the closest we've seen to and not made it up there from this car. Of course, I want to see the orange and black Saber be successful at this climb. Here we go. Oh, that caught the front bumper. Yeah, that was not quite the right angle to be approaching the hill at. Should have a look at the traffic. I'm amazed none of the AI cars have forced their way through that, but that is really helping us in terms of keeping the traffic despawned. One last go. I feel like the Saber should be able to make it up here. I really feel like the Saber should be good for climbing this mountain. No, it's going to clear the tornado. That's alright. Here he goes. Up the mountain. No, got airtime a little bit too soon on the climb. Spins the wheels all the way back down. That is a fail. A mighty close one from the Saber. Well, apparently not too happy with his car. Oh, that might be lag. I don't know. Might have stuffed it in a wall. Might not have done. We have got next a car that I can't remember. They go with the boot open, though. That will help. Oh, it's the Apostrophe. It's not the Apostrophe. I can never remember its name, but it shall be called the Apostrophe. And it's a pretty good first attempt. Pretty good. I think it got a little caught in the sort of gullyways on that hill, which just sucks all of the speed, all of the momentum out of the vehicle. Oh, the paramedics finally getting there on foot. How long has that taken you to get there? That body's been around for ages. But there we go. Right, more front-wheel drive power from the Apostrophe. Can they be the third car to make it up the hill? Nope, they cannot. See, I am wondering if you might be better. It's still very, very steep. It is a little bit of a shorter climb if you can get the speed and the angle right. No one's tried to go up this side here. I mean, it is near vertical, but no one has braved it. If you got the speed right, If you can get the front wheels up high enough, it might work. Here it comes for the final time. Can't manage it. Can't manage it. The first attempt, so far the first attempts have been the best from a lot of these vehicles. The Apostrophe has been unable to complete the hill climb. So we're back to the second of the Intruders. Of course, if you are going at this stage in the competition, you do have the slight advantage of having seen what everybody's done and failed at. Intruder getting quite close. I'm just looking at that now, watching where the cars are going, seeing where I would want to be putting the vehicle. I wonder if the Rebels... I mean, the Rebels might have the same problem I had with the Rancher, to be honest. With they've got the suspension travel. You might expect the wheels to... the bumpers to be clear, etc. But, yeah. Ooh, that's a big... that's a big roll. Now you've... There's some tactical weight shedding going on. I'm not sure that that's... the best plan, but there we go. Where are you going, Parrot? Look, you don't stand around here. This is a dangerous place. There's just just a parachute. There's too much distractions going on. Can the Intruder make it up this hill? Oh, it's going to be close again. It's going to be very, very close. Not quite, though. Not quite. The Rebel. The Rebel is the next car to take on. There are only four more vehicles to go. I feel like a Rebel should be able to do this if it can get the speed up to start the climb. That's the bigger issue. That's the issue with, well, certainly the Rebel is not the fastest of accelerating vehicles that we have here. I'm surprised the Stratum isn't... The Stratum isn't massively quicker than some of these cars that have gone before. I wouldn't have said it has massively higher ground clearance, better suited suspension. Oh, the Rebel is so close. The Rebel is so very, very close. That was a damn good run. That was a very, very good run from the Rebel. Is it going to be able to do any better than that, though? That is the big question for this final run. Can they find a better route? Lose less momentum? No, they can't. That was an interesting route. It got bucked to the left there quite badly. Yeah, there's lots of little bits of terrain you can get caught in. Well, the Rebel, the first of the Rebels, has failed. Oh, the next car's off. The next car's keen. The Primo. Very low suspension on the Primo. Oh! That was ridiculously close. That was incredibly close to making it up there. I don't know if we've got a new closest vehicle now from that climb. There are some cars that are so tantalisingly close to making it up the hill. That runs... It gets kind of like a good secondary burst of speed. It's getting pretty wrecked as well with that. It gets a really good secondary burst of speed that we haven't seen from many of the other cars. But it's not quite able. It's losing too much momentum. It's got to kind of get it nice and smooth on the mountain. Oh, no, it got airtime. It got airtime at the critical moment. The Stratum is still the only vehicle to have successfully climbed. They are getting ever closer. Just no one is quite able to do this. I am really surprised. The red Rebel is going to have a crack at it this time out. It's exactly the same thing as my Rancher was doing. I wonder if... Hey... Some good rolls from the Rebel. I wonder if with the more suspension travel, if as they're hitting the bottom of the climb, it compresses the front a lot. Oh, that's a big explosion. Compresses the front a lot, and that causes problems. Rebel is trying a different tactic. Oh, bloody hell. Rebel is trying a very different tactic. There goes our roadblock, unfortunately. I guess the AI car finally drove into that with too much speed. Well, that might be a problem. The Rebel is going to go again. He's trying a completely different route to everyone else. Worthy efforts. I like the creativity. Oh, now the fuzzer here. We've only got one more car to go. We've got a BF injection to finish off this first challenge. And there have been plenty of struggles. There have been plenty of struggles with this opening challenge. The BF injection is going pretty decent heights. Pretty decent heights on that first attempt. Where are the fuzz? The fuzz are over there. Okay, they're not going to get in the way, though, of of the cars running here, which is good. Yeah, I think you've really got to keep off the rock face here. You got to kind of try and go up the middle. Oh, the Rapid GT was very much in the way. Big laggy moments. Are we going to laggy float our way around? Indeed we are. Okay, this might be a little bit harder to to keep track of. It may just blink itself to the top. Oh, the fun of GTA 5.7. I think that was very close. I think that was very close indeed from the BF injection, but that was unable to make it up the hills. Only the stratum was capable of completing the hill climb, and now we've got a big old mess going on behind us. Well, first part of this mega budget car challenge now. All sorts of vehicles are throwing themselves up and not doing very well. All sorts of vehicles have tried only the Stratums, and that's definitely not a budget car now, and it's stuck. All sorts of vehicles have tried. The Stratums have reigned supreme, although the Picador very much wins in terms of the style points. There's just an officer guarding my rancher. Thank you for that. That is going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.